Welcome back, once again, to the 6th episode? We're on the 6th episode now, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes. So we finished most of the core suppressions in Isaiah. Most of the Isaiah core suppressions have been finished. Few people died. Unfortunately. Luckily not that many. So I'm just going to get straight into it. We're gonna do Malkuth's. We're gonna do Malkuth's core suppression. So no padding, I'm just gonna get into it. To give a pretty quick overview of how Malkuth's works. When you select work, it's going to be randomized. Each meltdown level, it's going to be randomized. So, for example, instinct work could suddenly become attachment work could suddenly become repression work, and you kind of just have to keep that in mind. But beyond that, it's pretty easy. So I have a notebook here with me to keep an eye on the changes. Hello, Malkuth. She's become... Would I say that's a tree? I would not necessarily say that that is a tree. So basically it's pretty simple. You just put someone up with a safe abnormality. Obviously 1 sin is the most safe abnormality that we could possibly choose. Just because even if it doesn't respond to the work well, it's not really gonna matter. And then you just try all of them out and see what work we have, what work we're working with. So instinct is repression. Insight is insight. They can randomize into themselves. This is a thing. Attachment is attachment, which means that the only things that have changed are repression and instinct. Yes, very simple, very easy. So now we know what's what, which means we can just start working. And otherwise, yeah, it's pretty much just the same thing as usual. I think after some time, you're also not able to cancel sending someone away. So if you accidentally send someone in and you realize that was the wrong work, you can't cancel it. Now, with the Night of Despair, the first person who does good work on it, as far as I remember, can't work anymore for the rest of the day, so actually we don't want that. What we do want is we want to kill some people. Company mandated execution. Another thing is, when we get Clypoth meltdowns, we're gonna have to figure out what we're dealing with pretty quickly. But yes, I'll probably skip through some of the portions until we get to like the meltdowns, because that's when interesting stuff actually happens. I should see if there's another abnormality that kind of responds alright to most things. Fragment is fine. At least Basil can choose anything and be kind of okay. Here we go then. Let's check what's actually melting down. Freischütz and the wolf. Yeah, we'd rather not have bad results right now. So what do we need to know? We need to have either insight or repression. And either attachment or instinct, so we need the opposite things. Let's just start like normal though. Instinct work there, insight work there. Let's see what we're working with. Insight is repression. We can send someone off to work with Freischütz immediately there. No, instinct. Instinct is repression. No, because you're doing... Oh, I'm messing myself up. It was insight. Yes, insight, not instinct. And you were doing instinct work, which is attachment work. which is good because we need that for the wolf. So I got lucky there. Attachment. So instinct is attachment. We'll send you in there. I think you should be able to handle it. Right, now we can explore the rest. Attachment is insight. Yeah, this is completely scrambled. Attaches insight, which means that repression is instinct again. Okay, here we go. Go kill. Go kill. Wow, that was almost ridiculously easy. I forget how simple the Dawn of Violet is. That took like 2 seconds. Alright, back to trying what we got. There's always a slight bit of nervousness, obviously. Like, did I choose the right one after all? Oh yeah, the backwards clock. Now this is gonna be pretty easy. We just send someone to work with it, to charge it up, and then we don't touch it again for the rest of the day. It's that easy. To level up the observation level. We're gonna have to deal with you eventually, as well. The skin idol, or whatever it's called. Ooh, you got the pipe. Through the mask, okay. Yeah, I'm not high on Malkuth's meltdown theme. It's alright. Could be better. In my opinion. Okay, what do we got? Schoots again. You, so we're gonna need to know what repression is pretty quickly. You're just gonna have to escape anyway, so we might as well not work with you. Can of well cheers. You're high on almost everything. Even then you should be fine. So we'll just check what... yeah. So you check instinct. You check insight. Okay, insight is instinct. We're gonna need a repression there. So instinct is repression. And we're gonna need repression here. It's all up to you. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, instinct is fine. So you go do that there. Oh, you got the horns. Didn't notice that until now. You do the same right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, Scarecrow. Scarecrow will just have to break out. We can kill him. Kill him. I don't like your odds. I think Joshua can solo though. Yeah, easily. Easily. Okay. Very good, everyone go home. Is in sight. Again, so I once again can't work with Army Black. Luckily I didn't need to. And then finally, repression is attachment. Oh, and if everything's yes, we're gonna be able to skip we're gonna be able to skip the noon. Wonderful. Wonderful. Here we go, big meltdown. Okay. Ignore you. Oh, you're gonna have to break out again. Ray shoots nothing up here. Oh right, these places are safe from meltdowns. I forgot, we don't even have to worry about it. Instinct, insight. What do we got? What are we working with? Okay, insight is attachment. And instinct is instinct. Okay, that puts us in somewhat of a pickle. But it's fine. You go in there. Actually, you don't go in. Alright, can't cancel. Yes, that works. This can only be good. So we can pick repression. If repression is repression, then it's fine. If repression is insight, then that's also fine. So we can do that. Good. We can work instinct, and then you'll break out again, but that's fine. I didn't even realize that you'd already broken out, but you're handling it. Then we're good. We just have to finish up. I might as well just skip to the end. We're basically done. It's as easy as that. Two promotions. Honorio is finally leveled up. Evgeny with higher temperance. Very good. Very, very good. Gotta pick an Abno. Enough, sir. Oh, that's the monk, isn't it? No. Oh, that would be a horrible one. That would actually be horrible. No, I cannot get the roulette. If I get the roulette, I'm fucked. But it is up to the generator, obviously. Okay. Okay. It is up to the generator, and the generator is kind. Yes, I will take the monk. Hello, sir. I'm really, really glad to join this team. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is... I'll try my best to be helpful to the team. I mean, it says your name right there, Elijah. Oh, I was writing a report. Where did it get off to? Nothing could be achieved through passion alone. It was obvious what mistakes impatience could cause, so we needed to take our time. The situation wasn't bright enough for me to remember everyone's name or personally respond to meaningless gestures. It was only after a very long time that I realized giving praise once in a while may have been a good idea. Is everything alright? You're so silly. I think you confuse us for humans from time to time. I feel like I had a real dream for the first time in a while. The other Sephira told me that I damaged the facility a lot. Have you ever felt it, Manager? That feeling of sailing the ocean without a map or any kind of guidance? The feeling of groping blindly through a vast darkness? It feels like I'm an island on that vast ocean. I work in the control team. You don't say. Nobody knows how much pressure it is to be in a position to command everyone else until they've truly tried it themselves. I'm sure you know how it feels, Manager. Everything starts tumbling down on top of you when you start thinking you might not be able to handle it. Have you ever looked into the eyes of a dying employee? Don't look away from them, saying that there's nothing you can do for them. Don't just be sorry for the dying sacrifices. Don't blame yourself, thinking that you could have done better. Only after you can confront those moments as they are, will you be able to see other things. I saw you overcome unavoidable trials, those of which probably originated from me. To be honest, I wasn't sure you would make it. Am I being too forward? We can't change the past, I know. I don't expect you to be a shining beacon or a lighthouse in the vast ocean, or that this place will suddenly become all peaceful and warm. But maybe we can just try and wait, right? We'll take in all those horrible moments. Though I want you to be the one to bear the suffering, manager. Like we are now. The will to stand up straight. 40% germination of the seed of light. So true, bestie. In this place, the sunlight is truly warm. Maybe I was a tree in a past life. Think of a former life as the life my soul lived before being born into the current form you see now. Isn't this fun to just think about? Ahaha. My next life? I would want to be a person with a beautiful voice, like the wisest person in the world. Then everyone would pay more attention to what I say. No, maybe that's too much to ask, especially with all the abilities I already have. And what about you? Who or what would you want to become? What kind of thought is that? Look at this here, a medicine extracted from the human subconsciousness. A form made from a formless concept. Isn't it fascinating? You see, this will become a seed of sorts. Since we've discovered an incurable disease, it would only be fair to discover a cure for it, don't you think? I want to go home! Sister, we probably aren't going to go back to our old house anymore. Try to think of this place as your new home. How can you even call this place home? It's too different from our real home, and there's no mom. Well, what if we said Carmen was our new mom then? No, this isn't the same at all. Let me go home, please. Enoch, why do you try keeping to participate? Why do you keep Enoch, why do you keep trying to participate in those weird experiments? You know we don't have to. Besides, Carmen told us that we didn't have to worry about anything here too. Of course, it'd be really fun to spend time with you here, without a care in the world. Sometimes I imagine a future like that. It would be a very happy one. But how would we be able to find meaning in our lives there? There are children abandoned in the outskirts who are dying every day. We were only able to live on thanks to an unexpected turn of events. Settling for simple comfort in this place is not what I was born to do. And it shouldn't be either. Your words are too hard for me. Why do you have so many thoughts on your mind? Why do you brain? Why do you brain so much? Why are you brain so big? They say too much thinking might make you a weird person. You know, Lisa, I think I've always been sad. Never loved my own life for even a second. How nice would it be to live in a happy world next time? Enoch, are you hurt? Oh, it doesn't hurt one bit. Please don't be sad. I know something good will happen next time. It seems you're awake. You're in Lobotomy Corporation, and I am the one who woke you. The both of you are Tiferet. You will be working as my assistants, helping me with amazing work from here on out. Why do we have the same name? Because there is no point in distinguishing between you two. Hi, nice to meet you, Tiferet. I keep making silly mistakes, Tiferet. Don't worry, I'll help you. I'm sure you'll be fine on your own pretty soon. We made it so far. The other Sephira wouldn't have dreamed of working this fast. We might be even better partners than we thought. Yeah, I think so too. I wonder, why do we exist here? Why do you worry about that? We're part of the Central Command Department, and we're sitting on a mountain of work to do. We just need to focus on the task at hand. We're radically different from normal machines. I think about you, and you think about me. We both ponder about things, feel pain, and recognize our own existence. There must be some reason for it. Be careful, Tiferet. If Miss Angela finds out you're wondering about things like that, she won't be happy about it. Lady Angela, what will happen to Tiferet? Apart from the fact that his condition is abnormal, his excessive questioning will affect the manager's duties as well.
Since this behavior is unacceptable under any circumstances, I'll have to reset him to the default status now. Don't worry, you'll be alright. You're simply going back to your first day at the company. But, Lady Angela, Tifrith has spent so much time with me. You're really starting to act like a child now, Tifrith. Why don't you say your goodbyes then? Though, you two will meet again soon anyway. I'm sorry, Tifrith. Why are you crying, Tifrith? I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. Please don't be sad. I know something good will happen next time. Yeah. You're here. Sometimes I spend my time here. It makes me think about a lot of things. Tifrith always looked at the world one step ahead of me. He was seeing his own world that I will never come to know. We were always next to each other, but in reality, we were never truly together. You know that feeling of missing someone, even though they're standing right beside you? I don't care at all about the meaning of purpose of existence or that Tifrith talked about. I just wanted the two of us to happily stay here together. That was all. But this place won't allow us to have even that small luxury. There are countless of Tifrith's dead bodies piled up here, can't you see? I'm standing here stepping on their remains, trampling over all the memories, reminiscences, and times that I spent with Tifrith. I'm standing on top of it right now, but I still don't get it. I still can't reach the world Tifrith saw. I sing the song of our hometown and mourn for Tifrith even though this will never reach him. Here to join me? Tifrith, what are you doing here? Just reminiscing on old memories. What memories? The good old days, when we were together. You're right. We had lots of fun together. Come back to me soon, Tifrith. I'll be reading the rest of the report. I will. You can replace the machine and transfer the key memories all you want, but that still won't bring back the Tifrith I knew. Does that really matter, though? Tifrith will continue to smile at you, and he'll spend time with you just like before. Kindly refrain from bringing up such wasteful matters, Tifrith. It's completely meaningless here. I don't really like you.
No, really?
The new manager would always have some kind of influence on Tifrith, and that would eventually lead to yet another breakdown. It would be the same, time and time again. He will discard Tifrith again and again, and he will stray further and further from what he used to be. What I'm scared of most is seeing Tifrith burn to a husk, worn down from all those overloads and resets. For now, he can at least look normal and talk with me, tending to feel nostalgia for the old memories that were forcibly added back. But now he's been getting more and more unstable, as a matter of fact. You're basically pumping electricity into a machine that's already teetering to keep it running. You can make as many copies as you want of his body, but he only has one soul. His one and only soul, and look what we've done to it. Let me ask you a favor. You've been good at doing favors for me so far. You should be able to manage this one. Could you get rid of Tifrith permanently? Angela would say that there's a reason for the two of us working here together. She'd say that we are two, yet one. But I can handle the Central Command Department all by myself. I proved myself a long time ago. Please let Tifrith rest in peace. As if I were alone from the beginning before it gets any worse.
I can't respond.
Why aren't you saying anything? In fact, Lady Angela doesn't care about us at all. Whether there's one Tifrith or two, whether one just became a moving piece of useless scrap for whatever reason, or if one were overloaded and dumped on top of countless other discarded Tifrith, left to melt in the storage, she wouldn't care. But you're different. You're supposed to be different.
There were many abandoned children in the outskirts. These children were one of the many end results of the countless conflicts among the wings within the city. Aside from disease and hunger, the most frightening enemy for the children were the ones referred to as the sweepers. The sweepers usually preyed upon the children, but sometimes they would accompany them. Both were worst-case scenarios for the children. One fixer of ours was exploring the outskirts and came across these children. We could easily guess why she bothered to report her findings to us. We could also figure that she had spent quite a bit of time agonizing over whether to report it or not. Harmon personally asked her to bring the children here. Take 2 children into the city from the outskirts required an extremely complicated procedure, but no one complained. The 2 children didn't look like siblings, but they depended on each other even more so than siblings by blood do. The girl was easily frightened and wouldn't open very much. The girl was easily frightened and wouldn't open up very much to us. However, the boy started to show interest in our experiment. I saw it in his eyes. He had already seen and experienced so much of this world's despair and misfortune. His eyes no longer looked like those of a child. Please allow me to participate in the experiment, he said. Harmon spent many nights thinking about his earnest request. Then finally, we approved his participation. Approved his participation. Approved his participation. Where did we want to go while holding a child's hand?
You should have been the one to die.
Yeah, I should have died. Lisa's vicious mumbling likely had no weight to it, but I knew one thing. I knew Carmen's answer was sincere. Ever since that day, her wound quietly deepened. Manifestation of Clypha due to Sephira breakdown, suppression of Sephira's core required.
Oh no, my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Higher law payout for each completed workday. Yay! All employees have a higher movement speed. Wonderful. Love that for us. Hey, you know what? Georgia. I do. I'm gonna give Evgeny Cobalt Scar. If the user who made Evgeny doesn't want that, then let me know. But I think this looks cool. So I will do it for now. But if you don't want it, just let me know. And I'll change it back. Oh, it must be past day 37. Which means we can't even do it right now. That's fine. We'll do the purpose of pain. We'll finish that mission. That should be possible for us. I mean, I feel like the easiest one to have break out would be Snow White's apple. Maybe we should add one more person in disciplinary. No, let's create someone for disciplinary. Yeah, let's make the last person in Central Command as well. We can make one more in Central Command 1. And then that will be all of them. Let's spin the wheel. Ooh, very close to Roland. Getting Victoria. As well as... Dala. Okay. I'll get to making those real quick. Then Victoria for disciplinary and Dala for Central Command 1. Okay. We got Victoria, created by Dustin O. Trusty. Not a lot of lore. Originally worked at a side branch of L-Corp over at District 23. Now forced to move to the main facility due to the complete wipeout of the side branch. With a cold personality. And the trend of having half-lidded eyes in disciplinary continues. While we put Dala, created by Dalsa 6748. They are a bit of a deranged one and treats the whole thing like a big funny joke. Which, you know, I would too if I worked here. TBH. Now, Victoria would prefer
ranged weapons, which seems to be a lot of people who prefer ranged weapons. I don't know if I can comply to everyone, but I'll give you the gun. Yeah, how about you have the comfy outfit with the gun? Back in it. Let's try to do this WoW suppression thing. This might actually be kind of dangerous, but we should. Luckily, it's not 5 different WoW abnormalities, because that would be harder to do. Yeah, let's try to do Snow White's apple. We can kill people if they're in the way. Wow, you guys are just lined up to be murdered. Just have no one in the hallways and see where it pops up. Snow White's apple does feel like the easiest one to handle, even though she is very annoying to handle. At least she's easy to break out. Where are you going? Ooh, perfect. Perfect, actually. It'd be better if you go from the other side. Okay, and we preferably kill the people who get in here. Oh, not Bong Bong. What are you doing here? I just want you in there. So we try to handle this. And even if Army gets mad, it'll be fine. Because we're gonna suppress. So Army won't be mad anymore once we do that. Very fun to watch. Shooting. Okay, where is she going? Over there? Another kind of alright placement, TBH. How about you two go handle that, huh? But how about you actually also at least go that way, that direction. Not a lot of damage. Ooh. Don't love that. Glad I got bullets. That isn't really even doing much. You can leave. You can also leave. I said leave. Not go back the same direction, you fool. Yeah. Army, you're gonna be happy in a second. Don't worry. Come on. Come on. There we go. That's one. Oh, the facility's gonna be filled with vines. That's one. How bad is a refraction variant to actually deal with? Facility... It is weak to white damage. But it could show up anywhere, can it? Is there anyone who takes longer? You take 40 seconds. That'll be fine, then. Yeah. Psychotic, you come over here and help me break it out. I'm gonna need that counter, Lord. Maybe we should just do Snow White's apple, actually. Where is she going? Yes. She is kind today. Truly, she is kind. Okay, well, fucking all of you walk into it, I guess. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. But with a shield, it's not a problem. I don't have many shields left, though. Should probably let you leave while you still can. Okay, wonderful. Should have probably sent you back home. But it is okay. There we go. That's another one down. Once again. Let's do it one more time. This is so much fun. Haha hee hee hoo hoo ha. I love suppressing Snow White's apple. With her 0 weaknesses that she has. Except for Pale, which obviously we don't have Pale. Where are you going? Yay! Love you for that. Alright, no more bullets. Maybe I should have reset. Now that I think about it, but, we'll wait one cycle before we start killing her again. I don't know if she can appear in a hallway where she has already appeared. That's not something I've ever experimented with. She deals so much damage with those spikes. Oh, she can. Okay. She can just double up the vine. Oh no, she just leaves immediately. Got it. Does that mean if all of the hallways are full, does she just start teleporting around? I would not hold it against this game to do something like that, because spaghetti code. You got this though, Snake. I believe. I don't know how many hits you can take. Not many. Leave. Oh, you're already here. Wonderful. Go, finish her off. Alright. And let's do a... Let's get to the next meltdown level. So we actually have bullets to spare. Skin Prophecy, Lady. That's all of them. Yeah, why not? You go use Skin Prophecy. And then let's go break out Snow White's apple once again. Okay, that's an alright position. Feel really good because you started at the end of the hallway. Where are you going? Oh, look at you, moving 5 feet away. Not great how long it's gonna take you to get there, though, but you're here. Jacob. My boy. Actually, my they, them, I think. Feels more fitting. Alright. One more breach, and then we can, then we'll be done with it. Then we'll be done with her. I'm gonna bet on that she'll appear in one of these hallways. It seems likely to me. Am I a prediction genius? Well, she's gonna leave immediately there, isn't she? Oh, no, she's gonna spread her the last few vines, okay. We can get a few hits in. Only a few, though. But now where is she going? Yes. I'm so smart. People wish they were as smart as me. Please stop walking into it. Employees, when they see an abnormality capable of instantly killing them. Ah yes, I will charge straight towards them. I'm always surprised by how not afraid of death the employees or the clerks of Lobotomy Corporation are. They'll just go for it. They don't care. They do not give two shits. Okay, we did it. Now let's just also do this day. Cheers for the beginning. Oh, I love this armor. It's so good. I don't know who's gonna get it, but it's so good. Ooh, I never even knew that it endured Pale as well. Ooh, we could have someone that can actually handle being in here. In case they decide to do a little trolling and throw Pale at us. Okay. Great, we don't have to deal with the noon. I like that. Daphne is level 5. Look at her. How incredible, how amazing. And now we're gonna have to open welfare, aren't we? Agony and rage mixed, blending together in the mist. One couldn't determine if the smoke was responsible for the madness, or if the cries of agony spewed forth the smoke. Are you researching machines now? That's great. Now I can really see what a jack of all trades can do. To be frank, I thought I was pretty great too, but now watching you makes me think I was terribly full of myself. Would it be alright if I helped you? I think I would make a serviceable assistant. It's good that you're up and passionate again. It is an honor to take part in a project with a scholar I respect. Is something the matter? Are you okay right now? The truth is, you were not actually okay at all, were you? If a ray of sunlight breaks your heart and collapses your mind with longing and nostalgia, and seeing plants outside evokes an unknown rage tearing down your rational thought, then we have no choice but to stay underground. Let us start anew, the corporation that mourns her. Gebra will be back soon. Manager, if it's all right with you, could you pass my word along? Gebura, she's strangely obsessed with suppression, wouldn't you say? Any casualty to employees during the suppression process, she entirely disregards it. Lady Angela's perfectly aware, but she conveniently turns a blind eye to it. Gebra is great at handling the abnormalities wherein they breach. It's as if she was born for the job. So I suppose a few extra dead employees is considered a reasonable trade-off. But you see, as a manager, you should know that massacring abnormalities is not our only priority. Well, I don't know if Gebra will listen to you, but I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a go. I saw Chesed leaving. What nonsense did he ramble on about this time? Be honest with me. I can see everything. Let me warn you. Don't act as if you know everything. I've been here for a long time. I've seen much more than you have. I'm sure you do. Experiment subject 0934. We'll be running a simple test before we administer the chemicals. Ah, Gebura, the machine with a soul, a wonderful creation of Lobotomy Corporation. What does it mean to have a soul? It means one may truly have worth. It's the center of the faith of our venerable Lord A believes in. I participated in this experiment because I trust him. I don't know if I have a soul. If I'm disassembled, will there be a soul inside me? Well, it can be easily be determined just by talking with you. A soul cannot be seen, it can be felt. I will be reborn as I confront my own soul. Mankind and the world will be changed soon. Trust in A, for he is our savior who shall lead us all. So you're Miss Gebura. I heard a lot about you from Christopher. They say you have a real soul. Our venerable A really is remarkable. Don't pay attention to those who disrespect you. They do not know your true worth. Oh, meet Gilly, our daughter. She is kind and sweet, just like you. Does this child also have a soul, then? Of course, a soul is something every living creature has. It's the essence of us all, yet not known to many. This world only believes in things that can be seen with the eye. It's a sad belief that will eventually lead everyone to destruction. Miss Angela, is that a monster? That is what we call an abnormality, Gebra. Was it different from a monster?
Monsters are in themselves repulsive, terrible creatures at the core, and start of their existence. However, abnormalities originate from humans. Then why does that abnormality have Mr. Christopher's watch? And why does it make sounds as if it were mimicking Mr. Christopher's voice? You see, Gebra, that's because abnormalities originated from them. It's not like they materialize all of a sudden or come into existence from nowhere. Do abnormalities eat humans? Is it mimicking Mr. Christopher like that because it devoured him? I don't understand. That is a complicated thing to explain, Gebra. What's certain is that this did not happen because of someone's vice or malice, and that the shape you perceive as a monster certainly carries the will of the man you called Christopher. Excuse me, Tefereth. Why does the experiment log include a step where Miss Isabel is sent to his chamber D101? Why should we place her anywhere near that horrific monster? I don't know, Gebra. You know she isn't known for explaining the purpose of every experiment to us. I think I heard that it's to rigorously determine the loss of humanity, but I don't get what that really means. That's definitely going to end up hurting Miss Isabel. I should tell Miss Angela to stop it. Gebra, maybe you should just keep quiet about it. I've seen other machines question her orders, and Miss Angela would reset us if we disobeyed her. Please, if you're feeling anger, I suggest that you rather embrace that anger and move on. Wouldn't that be better than to lose your memory and exist as a lifeless puppet, being ashamed to the soul you got to bear? True? What do you think the ending to that story is? Where did Christopher's wife and his daughter Jilly disappear to? I won't ever know either. Hard to say if it's fortunate or unfortunate, but the experiment was not under my responsibility. All I know is that old blanket Gilly had was the only thing to come out of the monster's chamber. Most people wouldn't even talk to us, since machines weren't worth putting their minds to. But Christopher and Isabel, they told me I was worthy of something. They looked past my exterior and saw what was inside of me, something I wasn't even aware of. Those monsters we're obligated to call abnormalities have killed many people since then. And yet those things never die. It's not fair. Why do we have to treat them nicely? Don't pay any heed to the employees in front of you. When an abnormality shows up, their lives will be the least of your worries. Since it's clear that those monsters feel pain, I'll dish out as much pain as possible. That's the only reason why I'm standing here. Don't ever patronize me again. Suppress 3 different Aleph abnormalities. We can't even do that yet. However, as said, we can do. Most likely. We'll just have to work with higher level abnormalities and kind of just focus on them. Not grind or anything. Mobility, rabbits. The rabbits will probably come in handy. It must be said. Yeah. The Aleph mission will have to wait. As it were. Alright, let's make 2 people for welfare. To deal with the monk. We are back at the wheel. We shall pick 2 people. Roland. Okay, well I know how to create Roland, I think. I'll try my best at least. Roland. Oh my god. Roland and Angela 2.0. That is actually incredibly funny. Okay. Okay. Well, the lore behind these two is just that they're Roland and Angela. I didn't really manage to get Angela's hair color quite right, but I feel like it's close enough, so I'll take it. And they're both gonna work in the welfare department. This seems very, very, very funny. So I'm gonna be really mean and do this. For no particular reason. Let's roll with that. And let's try to get the day done as quickly as possible. As it were, we have 12 minutes. And luckily pausing. Oh. Forgot to actually give you any armor. Now we're good.
let's do this. Quick work. Quick work. Strong abnos. It won't be easy to get this day done quickly. Roland definitely ended up looking a lot more like Roland. Which is a funny sentence to say. But you get what I mean. Big time work, no time for breaks. No time for breaks. Zero time for breaks. You do that. Yes. Skin idle. 20 seconds need to pass, that's right. I'll wait until the required time thing has gone. Because that's the moment you can start leaving. Yes, okay. We're good. Worst comes to worst, I see that I can do this day quickly and I just memory repository on this day. Over and over again. That would be the worst comes to worst. Hey, you got the teardrop. That looks pretty good on you. Fine. I know I'm not in a hurry because I'm pausing right now, but I feel like I'm in a hurry. Yeah, the later levels are gonna be kind of hellish, aren't they? But nothing I shouldn't be able to handle still. I say, foolishly. Clouded Monk. It's alright armor. The red resistance is nice. If we get an early noon next time as well, that'll give a lot of energy. Okay, but we did manage. So we can do this day in under 8 minutes. At least. Just about. Yeah. So we could just do this day over and over again. If we realize that we can't do the following days, but we'll see. We'll see if that becomes an issue. Hopefully won't be. Okay, stop breathing in my ear. But it is time. Ease yourself. Little red. I don't want little red. We got little red, firebird, and parasite tree. Preferably firebird, but we'll see what we get. Okay. Okay. Parasite tree it is. I've never had parasite tree. So we'll see. While humanity prospered with its advanced civilization and technology, it was not aware of its impending suicide as a species. They needed a hero, but ended up beheading said hero with their own hands. A lot of things happened and a lot of things changed. A changed himself from a healer to a creator. The old promises he had made with her sustained him evanescently, but in a world without her, they ultimately became obsolete. Various sins sprung up from his arrogance one by one, and A changed very slowly. He became enchanted by the shadows he had created. The plan to discover the disease of mankind became a relic of the past. He became skeptical of man, including himself. A started looking for something that would guide him without turning against him. The conclusion was very simple. While vile humans could not be trusted, the answer lay in machines. Machines which A loathed deeply became essential to him. Perhaps A wanted to have wings that would allow him to escape from the hellish inferno he had trapped himself in, to reach the heavens. Angelos. That was how I was born. It sure was. Bullets. Give me my bullets. Yeah, HP recovery bullets. We got Parasite Tree. Who I don't know how they work, to be honest. Parasite Tree has a Clypoth counter of 1. Parasite Tree's ability activates when its Clypoth counter reaches 0. Receive a blessing, boosting their success rate. When Parasite Tree's Clypoth counter is depleted, it will possess random employees to be learned to containment. So don't have a lot of different people work on it, and make sure to work on it often. Which we're gonna do anyway. Did we get enough to buy? Okay, we did get enough for the armor, but you're weak to white damage, so that doesn't really help us. Maybe we can swap it out for someone. Honorio can have that, I think. Ecstasy, so she can work with Parasite Tree, Roland can work with the Monk. I might Memory Repository to get rid of it if it turns out to be too annoying to work with. I don't even have the quest from him yet, so we can actually chill out. Alright, well let's try a little work on you, at least. Then we can take our time with this. It does look nice. Angela 2.0 has been blessed. Okay, they're not really strong enough. How about you come over? But only Angela and her can work on it, so we don't get that problem happening. We might need to Memory Repository anyway, but it would be good to have the weapon in that case, because I don't know if I can do the later days as quickly as it wants me to. That remains to be seen. You have been blessed. Take the blessing. Oh, that's also an annoying thing. It's a WAV, so you kind of can't too easily work on it over and over again. Oh, it's just getting depressed because we're not working with it, right? Now it's happy again. Hehe. What an attention-seeking bastard. Yeah, we can't very easily be quick with Parasite Tree, which might be a problem. Yeah, I think we're gonna get the armor. We're gonna get the armor and the weapon, and we're gonna probably have a Memory Repository. Just because we can't really do the quest with Parasite Tree around. Plus, as much as I don't want it, it would be better to get an LF. Oh, you're an elf now. That's so funny. Not because we're at the level where we can suppress an LF yet. Not in my opinion, at least. I'm definitely still gonna wait on that. Yeah, but I'm noticing just how needy this tree is. The weapon is nice, not very good, but it's fast, which makes it good. I love this armor. I think this might be holy. I never really took a close look at it, but it's like not that armor, but it's like so pretty. Like, what the hell? It's not the best, but it is WoW armor, and we will take all of it we can get. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right, he also escapes from abnormality, or people dying. Kinda forgot about that. We gotta keep an eye on this one. Everyone else should be handling. Army in Black is also kinda mad. Could you stop walking? Okay, he's charging. Okay, that is a very telling charge, at least. When he goes to the next room when he does that? That is annoying. Thought for sure he'd just stop at the end of the hallway. But no, okay. He's weak. He is creepy. But nothing that Evgeny can't handle. I don't know how much more army got in it, but rather not anyone die, preferably. Evgeny, you're the best. There we go. Okay, oh boy. That sure took a while to deal with, but I did deal with it. We'll see how we deal with the noon. So we obviously have a few options. Death balling, just get rid of everyone who's weak to black damage first. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We are gonna have all of your things, so we can just memory repository, which is what I'm gonna do. Let's see how many, where they spawn, first of all. Okay. That's only one person. Okay, there's only one down there. Get rid of the immediate threats. Yeah. There is a certain power here. Just need to keep everything in check. Okay, they're moving towards Central Command, unfortunately. No, no rabbits. We don't need rabbits. Problem is they're getting into Central Command down here. It's not the place we want them to be. Okay. Army is slightly angry, but it should still be fine. Next one. Okay, they're all going down there. Actually, let's at least get rid of everything up here. We can kill the people in Central Command. Kill squad works every time. All the rest of them are down here. So just kill them. Wonderful! That was very close to getting a breakout. Worryingly close to getting a breakout, but we managed. Because we're awesome. And there is no more death will happen. Now we get Chesed's mission, and then we memory repository. Everything is working out as intended. Yeah, we have everything from you. Alright. Great, all of those promotions are gonna go away, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I think we're also gonna have to remake Angela and Roland. So this choice doesn't matter, but... Wow. Good thing I'm memory repository. Alrune.
I remember you, A. You were a person with a warm smile. A. Why did you never go meet it? A. Why did you never go meet it even though you created it? But A, surely you already know. Did you put in all that work for just a simple vending machine that dispenses soda at the press of a button? At the very least, you should give it a name. There is nothing I can do even if you put on an expression like that. It's an unspoken rule that the creator names their creation. Don't dump your job on someone else. You're the designer. Go ahead and tell the machine its name. There, the door is over there. Well, it seems you did all right. Looks like you're not as useless as they say. Try not to overdo it though, okay? Manager, you've accomplished quite a few things already. What you've already gotten through will have lengthened the lives of our employees by at least some degree. So, you should hopefully be satisfied now. It's not that I can't see from your point of view. You came to Lobotomy Corporation, and you probably want to put forth your best effort to mold this place into something better. But this place is just like a cup of coffee gone cold ages ago. I get that it's a strange comparison, but that's how it is for me. It'd be better off for all of us, in the end, if I were to at least feign our noble and benevolent posture, wouldn't it? Same goes for you, Manager. I said it before. There's no need to invest your emotions and efforts into such drivel. I'll ignore that. Alright. Suit yourself, Mr. Passionate. I will say that I'm curious how long that fire in your heart will last. I'll get going now. I'm actually quite busy, even though I seem relaxed. Lady Angela, please have a look at this. I spent the whole night researching an efficient method to improve the welfare of our employees. That's funny. Just look who's talking. Finish they within the allotted time limit. I'll try. But we will memory repository first. So all of those buffs for nothing. But we have the armor. That's the important part. Rewind to memory repository. Yes. Yep, Pearl and Angela will have to make those again. But first of all, Angelina, you get Justice. And you get the sword, because you're awesome. You get the monk outfit. Honestly, let's give you the stick as well. You can be monked up. Look at this. Basil? How would you get that gun, huh? Actually, you can get diffraction. Potter's level 5. Quite high for level 5. I should probably promote him from Red Eyes at this point. Daphne as well. Ooh, Daphne looks really good in that, actually. Victoria can have the monk armor so that they can work with. Ooh, that actually looks really good. Okay, it's shaping up. It's shaping up a bit. We're starting to have actually competent weaponry. Let me really quickly make Roland and Angela again. I might stick some more lob in them. I think I got the hair a bit better this time. So that should do it. Let's do the mission. Holy Aftermath. 10 minutes. We can do that. Plenty of pausing. Plenty of careful maneuvering. Let's move you up there. Then have you work with... Oh no. Let's have you work with her, actually. You move up there, and then you can work with her afterwards. Do we have any high-level employees who could work with you?
Yes, basil. Yes, that's fine. You can probably handle that. You'll go in at 9:10, so you need to go out 8:50, yeah. The worms. Okay, you guys get back to work in the meantime. This is the ultimate multitasking. Kill the bastard. It's actually good that we're getting a noon this early on. This quickly. Because that means that'll give us a lot of energy, I mean. I swear I was trying to say something meaningful. No enraged abnormalities, this is good, everything's going good. 6 minutes on the clock. I feel neurotic. The harmony of a skin. It's right up there. The red shields. The rest of you keep on working. Okay, little clowns. Little clowns are arriving. Kill them. Yes. Okay, we're good. Okay. Depending on which abnormalities we get, then we're probably not gonna need to completely reset to memory repository to do the mission every time. Most likely, we're just going to have to get lucky that we get a noon almost immediately after, so we can get a lot of energy from both of those back to back. Life is only granted to those who hold no fear of death. The crumbling armor. The meaning... Okay. Not what I was looking for, necessarily. Okay. I don't think red shoes is too bad. We'll see. I don't think we should have a problem with red shoes. We can't just ignore it for now as well. But we don't need to. We're gonna be just fine. Don't even worry about it. It is only if the Clypoth counter reaches 0. How much Clypoth does it have? It has 1 though. So it will enchant someone. And if they get possessed, you can't get them out of the possessed state without killing them. So it is a little bit risky in that regard, actually. And it has a chance to happen on a normal work result as well. But as long as we don't have to work with it a lot, then we'll be fine. Oh, wait! It possesses people with temperance level 2 or lower, right? If I'm reading this correctly. So if there are no employees of level 2 or lower, what happens then? Does it just not possess anyone? Is that a thing that can happen? Is that something that can be real? Is this real? Guess we'll have to find out. Not that I want to find out, but I do want its weapon. I know the weapon is quite cool. Uh-oh. We might find out right now. We did not find out right now. I don't think, at least. Is anybody uncontrollable? No. This is an interesting development. Well, we're gonna have to find out now. Maybe. 50% chance. Statistically, it says that it's gonna happen. No. But nobody's uncontrollable. Maybe we're just too cool for it. Maybe we're too awesome. Ooh, very high would be nice. Ooh, look at F Jenny. They got the scars and everything. I'm sorry to always bring you over here, F Jenny, but it must be done. I am committed to potentially being able to do the mission even on a later day. So I think it will be alright to grind now. Rika is really behind. So is Bong Bong. The red shoes. Ooh, I forgot it was a he. I guess that makes sense, but somehow I did not even consider that fact. Yeah. It's a cool suit. I have to admit, it's a cool suit. And the weapon as well. I think I'll give that to Angela. Red shoes is definitely a less awful option, at least. It's an I'll take it option. Our employees are high level enough that it's not that dangerous to us. It's more like one of those that could be really dangerous if you got it early on. Which we did not. So we're fine. What damage type does it do? Red damage. Are the shoes hitting you? Is that what's canonically happening? That's kind of silly. Another day, another dollar. Work is finished. Very good. Very amazing. Okay. Snow is melting. Okay. Statistically speaking, we're getting an Aleph here. We're getting an Aleph, probably. Yep, we're getting Sound of a Star. Which I don't mind that. I think Sound of a Star should be fine. Yes, we've seen this as well. Okay, we'll get through this day. And be very careful with Sound of a Star. Who has the highest level? We'll probably just send it Jacob. Yeah, it's 0.3 against white damage. And we have a lot of white damage, I'm realizing. Or white damage protection. Okay. Angela gets the axe and such like. We can start upgrading people from Teth weapons. Yeah, you should have the axe. That seems fitting. All right, yeah, we'll bring Jacob down there later. And let's just get through this day then. Sound of a Star. Might be a very hard Aleph to suppress, unfortunately. But it might be what we'll have to do. We might not have much of a choice in that regard. Now, I'm not mistaken in that insight is the way to go here. Should be. Yes, it is. Finally. Aleph. Oh, it doesn't actually break out from normal or bad work results? Really? I thought it was I thought I was always like that. But I guess not. Okay, that's enough out of you for now. Good to have Sound of a Star. We'll get a good weapon from that. But yeah, I'll just get through this day. And you'll probably see me on the other side. Oh, there we go. Yeah, very little of actual interest happened. We got very far on Blue Star, though. Think I have enough for the suit. Which I will go for. And now the final tool. They still want me to get that fucking train. Gotta commend their spirit. And I still avoid it. I keep on avoiding it. Oh, hello, Carbon.
Ease up your tension and just close your eyes. Yes, just like that. Make yourself as comfortable as possible so that your mind finds itself comfortable too. It tickles, no? But just wait. Now, fade away without a trace. Feel the water and air during the different seasons, inside a different dream in a different body, forgetting and remembering everything. You've already become something. I don't know what it is, but I've already left for somewhere long ago. Please don't look for me. I will no longer be able to teach you.
But Mr. A, please, I want to be part of the E.G.O experiment. I'm all ready, I can prove it. Nuh-uh. The particles scattered across the floor are sparkling in the light.
Help me, please. Kill me, A. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just as you commanded, I have written up the job application form for our corporation. The reception is good. Everyone thinks that it's a new employment method that does not concentrate on just one's abilities. The number of applicants are projected to meet the initial calculation. The experiments are almost complete. We will soon hire people according to the order of priority you've stated. I've also arranged a meeting with Time Track. Are you thinking about those who have left you? You've done it yet again. Lady Angela must have showered you with praise for your work, right? Your efforts will contribute to shaping this place into something better.
He speaks with a sarcastic voice of dignity.
Such glorious yet boring platitudes. I myself had a burning passion in the past, being responsible for a whole department. How charming is that? I hadn't even acquired a taste for coffee back then. Should I say I developed that taste after learning the bitterness of life? Or rather, didn't feel like sleeping anymore. Of course, none of the Sephira need to sleep at all, but it's for the mood, you know. One time, I even insisted on managing the abnormalities myself. I thought that only allowing employees on the field was plain ridiculous. Seems pretty absurd to look back on it now. You must be asking yourself, why have I become like this? Your guess is as good as mine. Lady Angela, please have a look at this. I spent the whole night researching an efficient method to improve the welfare of our employees. Chesed, what did you write up this time? I told you that this will change nothing. But please, just look it over. This does have a statistically proven impact, and if even costs less, this will be beneficial for everyone. Listen, Chesed, no matter how strongly you insist, using machines in place of human employees will never happen. And why is that? I've explained it to you before, it wouldn't replace humans entirely, simply those who would take place in dangerous jobs. It's clear that it will benefit everyone. The casualties caused by abnormalities will be lowered too. How many times do I have to repeat myself? No the first time, and no yet again. Return to your post and finish your work. I'll never give up on this. I swear to you that you will like the plan in the end. I'll keep developing and furthering it, and I'll continue to show you again and again, no matter how many times I may have to.
Chesed, regarding that incident where the escaped abnormality wiped out all 8 of your team,
A few of our employees have made the suggestion to temporarily close down that part of the corridor. There are body parts that still have yet to be disposed of.
Alright, I'll order it to be blocked and have them take detours. Manager, you heard what she said, right? I need to get going. Told you I'm busy.
It's best not to say anything.
Hey now, don't give me a look like that. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Surely that abnormality had knocked them out before disintegrating them. Yeah. I'm sure it was a painless death.
Yeah. I don't think it was. Well, it's going quite well. I think I will end the episode here. We made it quite far once again. Not in actual time, but in quests and stuff, we made it quite far. As well as doing the meltdown. Very good. I'll figure out who gets the armor next time. But thank you very much for watching. I'll once again see you in the next episode.